Okay. So how was day one for you? Anything anyone wants to share very quickly? Hey Monica, hi.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hasanika, anything for you from
Uh,
yesterday's session that you want to share?
Nothing specific, just feeling very light and I don't know, fresh.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So yesterday was a long, detailed one where just for everyone to be on the same page. Yesterday was introduction to EFT as well as we did tapping for physical health.
Yeah.
So we saw what is EFT? Is it science? Is it just like that? It is definitely science. And to give the information required to an analytical mind, we saw what is the science behind it, the way it works on the energy based on acupuncture, acupressure, the meridian points that is we tap upon, and the psychology that we use in the form of words, the power of words. We also saw in detail the experiment for power of words, and we understood that what is the importance of using specific words or not using some words lightly, and how it impacts our energy, our aura. Using the power of words, how it is combined so beautifully with the energy of acupuncture, acupressure, and this the whole EFT has become so easy, which works on the thoughts level, the feelings and emotions level, the beliefs level, the limiting beliefs rather, and the action taking ability for us to create the desired results in all aspects of our life, not only in career and money, but also in health and relationship and a lot other areas that are important for us. So today what we are doing? Today we are going to tap for relationships. Okay. So today only one thing I would love to say here is there are two kind of relationship mainly that's what I look at. One, the relationship I have with myself, and second one, the relationship I have with everyone else and everything else. So, what are we focusing in this vast subject of relationships? Hi, Sachin, welcome. Today we are focusing on relationship with the core, the core relationships, if I can say, with my mother and my father, and also uh, anyone with whom I feel disturbed. I do not feel connected when I think about that person who is part of my life. However, you go and talk to them. Either I feel a disconnect, or I feel, oh, it's my duty to do this and that's the reason I'm doing. But it could be anything, but the absence of love, the absence of connection that was there maybe some time ago, maybe a long time ago. So that is what the relationships we are going to discuss today. Why is it important? How many of you think that when I have a disturbed relationship with one particular person, it only remains limited to that relationship and it does not have any impact on other relationships, on the way I live my life, and on the work that I do? What do you think? Does it impact? Does it not?
It impacts.
It impacts. And
Yes, ma'am.
yes, and probably we don't have clue, including me, that how much it impacts all other aspects, especially the career and the money earning aspect, our health, our emotional and physical health also. Okay, so that is also the reason. It is not like we tend to say multiple times that okay, if that particular person is not there in my life, I'm okay. I will survive. But then survive ही करते रह जाते हैं. We are not able to live our life fully. We are not able to express ourselves fully. Okay, because that is the impact it has on our identity. It has that kind of impact on our body, on our minds. And if when I become that identity of someone who cannot have a great relationship with one of my near and dear one, I self-sabotage myself that I am not good in having relationships, in maintaining relationships. So that is what happens. It also impacts my health because there is sometimes some or the other negative emotion, sometimes of guilt, sometimes of shame, sometimes of sadness. And that is the reason it is very important to heal these relationships. So when I speak all of this, how many of you are able to identify at least one person in your life with whom it is a workable relationship, but not the way it was some time ago or a long time ago, or it is not the way you would want to have that relationship with that person? How many of you are able to? You don't have to share who is it, what is the name, but just a yes or a no. How many of you are able to identify one person?
Identified.
Okay. If you want, you can use chat as well if you do not want to unmute and speak up.
Actually, I'm driving right now. So
That's okay. That's okay. Either you can, no, Monica, relax. Either you can unmute and speak what you have already done. If you want, then you can use the chat box also, is what I was saying. I would prefer, like, if it is yes, no, or some one liner, you unmute and speak. So I can focus on being with you rather than reading the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sachin, how about you? Are you able to identify?
Yes.
Got it. And Pooja and Kanishka, it would be nice if you can also say whether you have or not, because that is what we are going to work on.
Yeah.
That would be the base. Got you. So everyone has that. And is it a surprise that everyone has? No, it's not a surprise.
No.
Because specifically relationships are always in what you call, in the grammar terms, it is like continuous present. Something it cannot be balanced and kept aside. It is like riding a bicycle, and we have to always keep fine tuning or keep balancing it. It is always a continuous act. And inside of that, inside of the so many priorities that we have, inside of the nature that we have absorbed, that the feeling of sadness, the feeling of hurt comes very naturally. I'm not very happy in saying this, but that is what I see with myself, with people around, and with people otherwise as well. So that's fine. That is not a problem. But what is the real problem? The real problem is not focusing on resolving. The real problem is accepting that things, this is how it is going to be, or expecting it to resolve on its own. So not doing, not taking action, and giving up on either yourself or the person or that kind of relationship. Like एक दोस्त ने कुछ बोल दिया, मन में कुछ बैठ गया. So not going ahead and making new friends, or not like doubting friends thereafter. That is the real problem, and that is what really impacts our lives in all aspects. Okay. So for this one person that you have, if you have a notepad and it's workable for you, just write down their names. And then also tell me in the chat box, what is that you feel when you think about this person?
Sorry, write down what you mentioned. Sorry, I didn't.
The name of the person.
Achha, okay.
Okay. And along with that, in chat box also and in your notepad, write down what is the feeling that you feel. It could be sadness. It could be anger. It could be hurt. It could be guilt as well. It could be shame. How do I know? Because these are most of the times we feel when there is some gap or any disconnect in the relationship. And just assess for yourself. You don't have to share it out loud or put in the chat box. But when this happened, how many days back, how many months back, or how many years back, that this disconnect or this particular feeling that you started feeling? And now I want you to put in chat box the feeling and how long you have been feeling this. Okay, now take a moment, just close your eyes. Of course, Monica and Pooja, I'm not too sure about you. If you're traveling or something, do not do this. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, release through your mouth. And when you think about that person, if possible, say that name out loud. Think about that feeling. Like, abhi wo hua hai. either that conversation or that argument. Right now, it has happened. And you're feeling that feeling right now, just for a moment. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you feel the intensity? Very good. Nice. Now, anywhere in the body that you can feel, maybe when you think about that person or that event or the feeling, is any body part tingling or feeling heavy, or there is a pain in any of the body part? Yes? No? If it is not, not a problem. If yes, then please mention that body part and what is the feeling in that body as well, along with the intensity. So this is required because we're going to focus on what it is, the relationship, what is the feeling that we are feeling on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is the feeling, and if at all you are able to feel that or assess that, where in the body you are able to feel the heaviness or maybe tingling or some void or some anything like that. Please give me in chat box, and after that we will start the time. Okay. If you can give me more details, at least the intensity and the feeling, it would be really helpful. So why I'm asking and why I'm investing time on understanding this, because based on this, I will be able to quickly include the words in the script. Yeah, of course, if you want, you can put the one-on-one chat. You don't have to share with everyone if you do not wish to. Just use one-on-one chat. I got you completely. Perfect. So thank you for those who have shared in the chat, and for those who have not, let me wait for just 15 seconds. I get you. Okay, so closing the chat now, and let's begin. So how many of you remember what is the sequence of tapping points? One, okay. Two, yes, eyebrow point. Third is side of the eye. Fourth is below the eye. Then the next one is below the nose. Then the chin point. Then the collarbone point. बोलते हैं उसको collarbone point है, but we tap little below the collarbone, around 1 inch below. Then underarm point. Again, name is underarm, but 4 fingers below the underarm. Here is where we tap. And the last one is on top of the head. So do we tap with the left hand or the right hand? Either way is fine. If you wish, you can tap with both the hands, and one hand is also fine. You can tap with all the 4 fingers, 1 finger, 2 finger, everything is fine. And how much intensity? Like, not beat yourself, just tap, like someone is tapping you. Like किसी कोई हमको बुलाता है, कैसे पता चलता है हमको? That is what the intensity is required. Not very fast, not very slow. जैसे normal 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. ठीक है, so these are the basics जो हमने कल भी देखा था. And now it's time to start the tap. Ready for it? Okay, हो सकता है कि what the sometimes the words that I use are not connecting with you. That's perfectly fine. When we work in group sessions, it so happens, also when I work one-on-one, it so happens that the person does not feel connected. My request to you is, as much as possible, even if you don't connect, go with the flow. Use the same words. Okay? If you do not wish, but वो moment में कुछ और words आपके दिल में दिमाग में आता है, feel free to use those words as well. Very important. When I say my relationship with, I will do a pause. Please take their names. If it is mother, father, or uncle, whatever you call, use that. If you can say the name, use that. And I say this feeling, I will pause. I want you to add your feeling. That is also one of the reasons I asked you to write down in, probably if you have the notepad or in the chat box. जब लिखते हैं तो याद ज्यादा रहता है ना? ठीक है, so with this we can start. Let's begin. Let's begin with tapping on the karate chop point and repeat out loud with me. I take 100% responsibility for my life. I take 100% responsibility for my own happiness. And I take 100% responsibility for all my relationships. Even though with this particular person, say the name, I have this feeling for a long time, or whatever time you think you will have. I still choose to love and accept myself exactly the way I am. Even though this particular feeling, say your feeling word, is there with me for such a long time. I can feel that in my body part, say the body part, just like it is part of my body now. Still, I choose to love and accept myself exactly the way I am. Even though this gap in this relationship, this feeling that I feel, this the way I feel in this body part is so much troubling me, making me small and ineffective, making me feel I'm not good enough. And still, I choose to love and accept myself, love and accept this feeling, accept my body. And I also love and accept this person exactly the way everything is, exactly the way the person is. Okay, stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and release through your mouth. One more time, take a deep breath in and release it completely through your mouth. Now let's start tapping from the eyebrow point. This feeling that I'm carrying for such a long time, this gap I feel with this person, say their name, this feeling of filling the blank. For such a long time, constantly, I keep feeling this. All this feeling of, all this burden of this feeling, all this feeling. This person in my life, I really wonder what went wrong, what happened. This feeling I can feel in my body. This person, the disconnection with this person, the way it makes me feel, even after such a long time. I thought I have forgotten this, but my body has not. It remembers this feeling even now. I have stored in my body and it is not yet processed. Today I'm committed to process it at least a little bit. Because now I realize this burden I don't deserve to carry at all. This feeling of stuckness, the feeling of heaviness, that now know it's impacting so many other areas. There is no reason for me to keep this feeling. There is no reason for me to burden my body with something that my body doesn't deserve, that isn't helping me or my body. But am I doing it for that other person? Even if I was not wrong, why should I release it? I now know I must release it because it's impacting me adversely. Now I also realize it is not helping me at all. On the contrary, it is impacting me. It is stopping me. It is preventing me from feeling that lightness, from feeling that joy and happiness that I am, that I truly deserve. So now the question is, am I really ready to release this emotion for myself, even a little bit? I ask my body the question, is my body ready to release this emotion, to release the feeling, how it makes me feel? Okay, everyone ask your body and give me a yes or a no. I want to take my answer as yes and do something about it. Even though I don't know what to do exactly, I know why to do. I want to do this because that's what I deserve. And when my why is clear, when I have decided to release it, when I have convinced myself it is no longer helping me, and I have told myself it is for no one else but for me, I definitely will get my way out. And for that, I do not need any surety. I can try a couple of things. I will be intuitively guided on how to do, what to do. And I'm so much ready for it. Okay, stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and release. Very nice. Now use the chat box and tell me what was your intensity before and what do you feel right now? Then we'll go back to tapping. Hi, Priyanka. It could be the
Hello.
same. It could be the same for you. It could be a little different, or it could be even more or less.
This for relationship, right?
Relationships also. Okay. And also, uh, do you feel this that particular feeling in the same body part, or it's now shifted to some other body part, or some other feeling is something that you feel now? So that is also part of the process. Like, for example, someone would be feeling sadness before, now it would convert itself into anger. The sadness would be feeling in the heart, now it would be in the abdomen. The feeling of anger could be in the abdomen, or same sadness could be felt in the abdomen. Okay. If it even if it is same or little on a higher thing, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so this work is based on taking responsibility for our own well-being. Okay, and who's committed for releasing? Who's committed to get coached? You are. So whom will we be working on is ourselves. And this nowhere means that we have to forgive the other person or we have to agree that it was our mistake or anything. So Priyanka, just to be with you on in relationships, we are choosing that particular one with whom we feel some disconnect. We feel some gap in that relationship as compared to what it was before. After,
Okay.
I mean, before that event happened or before that thing, maybe
The
argument
disconnect
or whatever,
happened. Yeah.
disconnect
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. So that is what we are working on. Okay. So now let's continue because as I see in the chat box, it is more or less the same. Correct. Correct. So everyone ready? Any question that you want to ask before we? I think there is some heaviness in the room. There is some question someone wants to ask. If that is the case, relevant, not relevant, either unmute and ask or put it in the chat box.
I don't know if I'm assessing it correctly or not, the
That's
intensity.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever your heart says the number, that is the number. Whatever body gives you the prompt or that number flashes in front of you, that is a number. Any question that anyone has, please put in the chat box one-on-one because I feel there is some question and I'm not guided to go ahead actually. So that what number we are talking about, Monica, that when you feel that disconnect. So हमने क्या किया मैंने आपको कहा कि आंखें बंद करो और वो अभी हुआ है जैसे वो कोई आर्गुमेंट था कोई झगड़ा था अभी हुआ है सिर्फ एक मोमेंट के लिए इमेजिन करो और उस मोमेंट में आपको क्या फील हो रहा है वो महसूस करो एंड अगर लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल कोई सैडनेस महसूस कर रहा है तो ऑन अ स्केल ऑफ 1 to 10 हाउ मच डू यू फील दैट द इमोशन ऑफ सैडनेस वो नंबर जो भी आपके मन में आता है आपके दिल में आता है दैट इज द नंबर वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट ठीक है ओके लेट मी चेक
So, so if the no, so if the feeling is like of given up, कि मतलब कोई फायदा नहीं है इससे बात करके.
हाँ
So,
जब
so I don't understand because I joined late as well. So I'm
दैट्स
just
ओके दैट्स
thinking about somebody and
ओके
thinking कि I have to have given up on this person.
okay
So now
so
what?
before you gave up on this person how was the relationship with this person
Very good, loving,
loving
friendly. Yeah,
friendly
yeah.
okay so that consider for a moment that love and friendliness has reduced from your life
Okay,
and because of that something else has taken place कुछ
okay.
और आ गया जैसे
Hmm.
क्लीन जगह था अभी क्लीन नहीं है तो या तो धूल
कुछ
आ
आ
गया
गया.
या तो मिट्टी आ गया
Hmm.
या तो पानी आ गया ठीक है
Okay.
हाँ
Hmm.
तो व्हाट हैज कम
So ये करने से what is the outcome I should be expecting? Ki I'm letting it go or I'm forgiving
be
or
in the conversation with me that
okay.
first when everything was okay
Hmm.
see now that is okay I'll come to that everything
Hmm.
was okay you felt love and happiness in your life because of
Hmm.
that particular person when that reduced
Hmm.
what was it replaced by क्या आ गया अगर ये कम हो गया तो कुछ ना कुछ आ गया to maintain it at 100 so what came in your life what emotion entered in your life or magnified
Hmm. Stress magnified?
stress stress के नीचे what do you feel is it sadness is it guilt is it shame is it anger is it hurt
Hmm. Hurt.
hurt so hurt is the feeling you will be working
Okay. Got it.
okay and just to for everyone to be on the thing very quickly. When you feel this hurt in your body, can you assess which body part do you feel it is stored? Just close your eyes for a moment and check. Hurt, dard.
Shoulder for me,
Okay, and how does it make your shoulder feel?
heavy and stiff.
Stiffness. Got it. Okay, anyone else has any question before we move forward? Sachin, what is happening? Are you able to follow this tapping today? You are
Yes.
able to. You have any question?
No.
Okay, you are with me in the flow, right?
Yes.
Okay. Kanishka, give me a yes or a no, please. And Pooja, you as well. Give me a yes
Yes,
or a no.
I'm with the flow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me take a deep breath in because कुछ तो question है जो घूम रहा था and now we have let it go. Let's tap again. ठीक है. So सबको इमोशन याद है, सबको बॉडी पार्ट याद है जहाँ पे हमको फील हो रहा है एंड सबको इंटेंसिटी क्या महसूस हो रहा है उसका अंदाजा है. ऐसा नहीं कि 5.5 होना चाहिए, इट कैन बी 4, इट कैन बी 6, बट समवेयर यू हैव दिस आइडिया. ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स एवरीवन टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ इन एंड रिलीज. And now let's tap from the karate chop point. No, sorry, the eyebrow point. This relationship, this person in my life, change because of whatever happened, the feeling I created for myself. And after creating this feeling, this dense feeling, keep changing. I quietly and subtly stored in my body, in this body part, that I thought I have forgotten, that I did not know. It is stored in my body. But even in 2 minutes, when I think about that relationship, that feeling, that disconnect, that event, even now, I can feel it in my body. It is a surprise that how much my body has stored. Oh my God. And I also acknowledged that I'm ready to release it. Not for anyone else. Not at all because I feel I was wrong or right for that matter. But now I know this is definitely not what I want to feel ongoingly. And I'm very sure this is not what I want my body to feel unnecessary. The heaviness, the stiffness, the pain, the stuckness. And that's the reason I have lovingly decided to let this emotion release. And even though I have created this emotion, I take the complete responsibility. And if I have created, it was definitely for a reason. Until now, it has served some purpose. But now, I am ready to let it go. My body is ready to let this go, to feel the freedom again. I now begin to let it go. Not because what happened was right, not because I'm okay, but because I deserve to be free. Yes, my body deserves to be light and healthy. I deserve the lightness, the joy and happiness that I truly am. I deserve to free myself for myself. I deserve the lightness, joy, and happiness, and I claim it now. Without going in the drama to show that particular person or other people that I'm so upset, that I am impacted, that my health is not optimum because of that person, that I'm suffering because what that other person did to me, or because that other person did not do for me. Enough is enough. I release whatever I was storing. I release what I was storing. Say the word. From my physical body, from my emotional body, and from my mental body. Even if it is not possible for me to release it completely, I'm definitely willing to release a little bit to begin with. Because I take complete responsibility for my well being, for my happiness, for my body. So I choose to feel light and happy. I choose to let go for my happiness. And it doesn't mean I have to go and talk to this person either nicely or ask for forgiveness. Nothing is required. But in my mind, in my body, I now let it go. I'm willing to let go what was stuck in my emotional body, in my physical body, causing so much of heaviness, pain, irritability, concern. I now release. And I choose to feel safe with or without that person. I choose to feel happy and joyful with or without that person in my life or they supporting me. I now choose happiness because I am my own priority. I now choose joy, even if nothing changes in the outer world. I now choose myself above everyone else, above everything else. I feel the peace of mind. I feel the calmness now. And I'm so happy and grateful about it. I'm so happy and grateful. Thank you so much. I can feel my body relaxing. I can feel my heart smiling. And so it is the task. Stop tapping. Close your eyes for a while if it is workable for you. Take a deep breath in. Release through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Once again, take a deep breath in and hold, hold, hold. Now release through your mouth. One last time, take a deep breath in. Hold, 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 and release like blowing out. Connect with your body. Feel how it feels right now. And as you feel ready, only when you feel ready, slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay, now I request everyone to give me in chat box, or if you wish, you can unmute and tell me how to. Okay, I get you. Okay, so when you say it's different, is the feeling changed, or is it the intensity is lowered, relieved? Beautiful. Okay. Overall, how was the experience of this tapping? Did it change your feeling? Uh, what I have seen, almost every time, that's how it is. For the simple reason, feelings are also stored in layers. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जब ये ऑफिस में बहुत सारा काम होता है तो पहले हमारा ध्यान कहाँ पे जाता है, फायर फाइटिंग की तरफ, जो अर्जेंट एंड इम्पोर्टेंट है ना, तभी वो प्लानिंग वाला चीज याद नहीं आता है, तभी वॉट एवर प्लान करना है या बाकी का करना है जिसमें थोड़ा फुर्सत ले सकते हैं, जो क्रिएटिविटी वाला काम है वो याद नहीं आता है। जब भी वो फायर फाइटिंग रिलीज होता है, जो अर्जेंट एंड इम्पोर्टेंट वर्क छूट जाता है, कंप्लीट हो जाता है, देन जब सांस लेते हैं तब याद आता है, अरे ये भी करना है, अरे वो भी करना है, अरे दिवाली का डेकोरेशन भी करना है, अरे ऐसे भी करना है। दैट्स हाउ एग्जैक्टली व्हाट हैपेंस विद फीलिंग्स। कि पहले का जो लाइक स्ट्रेस इज अ थिंग, कि कैसा लग रहा है, अनईजी लग रहा है तो स्ट्रेस बोल देते, ऐसा हैबिट ही हो गया है। सो दैट्स द रीजन वी फील देयर इज ओनली वन फीलिंग, बट लेयर्स एंड लेयर्स, बहुत सारा फीलिंग्स रहता है। So I'll tell you one person that I worked with was feeling that it's not so much relevant, but just to put the point कि layers कैसे काम करते हैं, I will tell you that he said I'm not able to focus. I said how many hours you work? He said in and out, including traveling. He starts at 7 in the morning till 12 in the night, and then a very hardworking person, but not getting the result. Then I was like, how do you feel at night? Do you get sleep? They're like, no, I have a lot of pain in my neck. So he said, obviously, because I sit in front of the laptop also, I travel a lot also. Of course, neck is going to, get stressed. And then when we did EFT, we found that the stress was because of the disconnect that got created, that he had created with his mother. Some quarrels, some arguments that were constant going on for so many months. And when we worked on that, like relationship with his mother, and the mindset shift of no one is right, no one is wrong, there are only two perspectives that each one is asking the other person to agree with. When that got resolved, even after working like 12, 13, 14 hours, then the stiffness in the neck went away, the stress went away. So वो layers में काम करेगा, and stress के साथ साथ there was a lot of anger, there was a lot of sadness, and there was a lot of guilt that how come I am not agreeing to my mother, how come I am back answering her or fighting with her, उसका भी बहुत सारा guilt लेके चल रहा था। So emotions always in layers, I mean most of the time in layers. I get you. Okay, so with this we stop the session, and of course, matlab, concluding the tapping session right now. And tomorrow, how many of you want to know कल कौन सा tapping करने वाला है? If you want, then I'll tell. Okay, सनिका ठीक है मैं बताती हूँ. So tomorrow we are going to work on the most important relationship in our lives. ठीक है? So miss it at your own risk. Join on time tomorrow also. ठीक है? And any questions that you have, I would be here. And Priyanka, I got your reply. Thank you for that. And everyone else, please take that time and give me that
Form.
questionnaire form.
Yeah, the questionnaire.
ठीक है? Anyone would like to share आज का actually heavy था, and looking at the energy yesterday, I thought this heavy work I can do. तो किया है मैंने. And of course, is it sufficient? ये वाला एक सेशन करने से अच्छे से भी अगर कर लिया हमने, तो क्या relationships resolve हो जाएंगे? So the answer is no. This is a
Yeah,
glimpse.
actually that
Again, we
was
are
what
taking.
that was on my mind कि ये एक से कैसे होगा, एक से
एक
नहीं
से
हो
नहीं
सकता.
होगा, पर कहीं ना
Yeah,
कहीं तो शुरू करना है.
yeah, that's true.
या
That's true.
तो वही हमने कहा कि कोई
एक तो
एक
फीलिंग फील
रिलेशन.
करने में इतना टाइम लगता है, स्पेशली फॉर somebody like me, कि वो फीलिंग है क्या, देन यू पॉइंट इट आउट, देन यू वर्क ऑन इट.
यस यस यस, वो हैंड होल्डिंग चाहिए रहता है. Even I would need it when I go through what I go through in the physical way or the emotional health.
या
And being a very good surgeon, I cannot operate on my brain. तो वो रहता है
ऑब्वियसली.
कभी कुछ कुछ चीजें बहुत जल्दी जल्दी पता चल जाती है, कुछ कुछ चीजें बिकॉज ऑफ द नेचर. नाउ यू टेल मी, वाज द दैट रिलेशनशिप यू टुक, दैट डिस्कनेक्ट, वाज इट फॉर few days or few weeks? No.
That's for a
तो
long time.
a long time, sometimes it is decades.
Yeah, it got built also over a long time. पहले it wasn't
उस पे
maybe
लेयर
also
बनता
such a.
है, हाँ.
Yep,
तो कट्टी
मतलब.
कट्टी कट्टी करके जब तक पट्टी नहीं करते हैं, तब तक कट्टी का वो इंटेंसिटी इतना बढ़ जाता है.
Hmm.
सो वी, आई डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट, और ऐसा ये मतलब इट इज मैजिकल, बट इट इज लिटरली नॉट मैजिक कि घुमाएंगे 3 बार ऐसा राउंड तो वो
और हो
छूट हो
जाएगा.
जाएगा, नहीं हो जाएगा. नहीं. So my only concept when I don't work on myself, the question I ask is, if it has been there with me for say something like I'm 47, something 46, something are there for like 40 years, 41 years since I was in my
Hmm.
junior के senior केजी, तब से है. तो 41
Hmm.
years से जो लेके घूम रही हूँ, नॉट अभी बट जब मैंने काम किया तो इट वाज
Yeah,
देयर फॉर
yeah.
अराउंड 28 years. So 28 years से जो लेके घूम रही हूँ, every incident by incident, and then we have seen the subconscious mind works like genie. You want sadness? Okay, I'll bring. I will
Hmm.
remember more and more instances where you have felt sad. Then I will make you think thoughts that will make you feel sad even in the imaginary world. ऐसे कर करके 28 years मैंने उसको पाल पोस के बड़ा किया है. You know that seed I have nurtured it so well. Now it is a big tree. That big tree, how can I put one वार और कैसे वो तोड़ नहीं सकती हूँ. That will require consistency a little bit at least. So it is not that. And the way
Hmm.
I also said now, Priyanka, before probably you joined, that all relationships are to be maintained continuously.
Hmm.
एक ही सिर्फ मदर का ही ले लेंगे जो ऐसा लगता है कि अनकंडीशनल लव एंड दिस एंड दैट, तो भी इतनी सारे चीजें होंगे बिकॉज द इवेंट्स वन बाय वन हैज टेकन. और सिबलिंग्स का राइवलरी होगा तो बहुत ही ज्यादा होता है ना. मदर के लिए व्हेन आई रियली नीडेड शी डिड नॉट हेल्प, शी डिड नॉट सपोर्ट. फादर के लिए तो अपेरेंटली इन आर सोसाइटी बहुत ज्यादा होता है. That he was very strict, he did not understand me, he never understood me, he never loved me. But as a father तो हम लोग कभी शायद देख ही नहीं पाएंगे कि what he went through.
Hmm.
And there is a very famous quote which says, we are victim of victims. I am a victim, but whose victim? Someone is also who is a victim only.
Hmm.
मेरे पेरेंट्स के पास नहीं, हमारे किसी के पेरेंट्स के पास कोई मैन्युअल नहीं था कि बच्चों को कैसे रेज करना है, कि भावना इज अ यूनिक, उसको कैसे रेज करना है, उसको क्या बुरा लगेगा क्या नहीं लगेगा. नो, दे डिड नॉट हैव इट. दे डिड देयर बेस्ट.
Hmm.
तो बहुत सारे रिलेशनशिप ऐसे हैं कि उसको काम चाहिए, बट इसमें से रिजल्ट मिलता है. लाइक प्रियंका फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू नो काइंड ऑफ रिजल्ट they have shared, a lot of results. So this is not the end, but the challenge of the 5 days challenge is to uh, for you to see that EFT works for physical health, it works for relationships, it works for other things also. So that is the glimpse that we are sharing.
Oh.
ठीक है.
Hmm.
Kanishka, how was it for you being you are here for the first day? Sanika, anything that you want to share? Sachin, that anything you want to share? Pooja, anything from you?
For me, no. I mean, I'll practice more.
Sure. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, need to practice and then see,
He
because as
likes
you said,
the.
one session might not make a difference.
I agree. I agree.
Sachin likes karate chop. सचिन को वो पसंद है.
Hmm.
Okay, so see you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, Bhavna.
Okay.
Thank you so much for a
Bye.
wonderful
Thank
session.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.